Risk management as applied in safety, sanitation, and security. Sipo egg recipe, Haccp plan. Members: Ronald Sarmiento, Calo Jeric, Gamboa Luis, Aronce Jackie. Equipment: cooking pan and stirring spoon, measuring cups and spoons. Ingredients: 18 pieces quail eggs, hard-boiled and filled. 4 tablespoons butter, 250 grams luncheon meat spam cubed, 250 grams fresh shrimps, heads and shell removed, pork cloves, garlic minced, large onion diced, 4 cups frozen mixed vegetable, towar, use fresh mixed vegetables such as carrots, singkamas, green peas, kernel corn, beans, and etc. 160 grams all-purpose cream, 1 and 1/2 cup water, 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 1 cup cream of mushroom, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon ground black pepper. Haccp plan template. Use this template to document your Haccp plan, including all relevant critical control points or CCP, hazard and critical limits associated with your process.
Process, step, or CCP. Number 1. Boiling of quail eggs. Possible hazards. Overcooked eggs contain ferrous sulfide, which is toxic. While there are no immediate effects, it could lead to food poisoning. Best to avoid overcooked eggs. Boil your eggs for about 9 to 12 minutes to cook them properly. Overcooked egg usually have a green ring around the perimeter of the egg yolk. Critical limits: 74 degrees Celsius or 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Microwave egg and egg containing dishes to 74 degrees Celsius or 165 degrees Fahrenheit and let stand covered for 2 minutes. Monitoring what or how. When you boil an egg, the inside becomes solid. This transformation does not, however, change the egg's appearance from the outside, its odor or its sound. Monitoring frequency. Time boiling of egg. Monitoring who. The person who cooked. Corrective action. Choose new harvest direct to the poultry. Verification. Check the eggshell should be clean and don't have any damage or cracks. Record keeping. Inspection report. Process step CCP. Number 2. Slicing or cutting of vegetables. Possible hazards. Sometimes raw vegetables contain harmful germs that can make you and your family sick, such as Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. Critical limits. Once cut or filled fresh produce should be refrigerated within 2 hours. If it is left at room temperature for more than 2 hours, throw it away. Monitoring what and how. Cutting vegetables may lose out on nutrients, but it is good to keep a few important things in mind. Cut the vegetables with a sharp knife and do not finely chop your veggies, lest they lose out on nutrients. Monitoring the frequency. Starting where veggies is out in the chiller. Monitoring who. The personnel who cut the vegetable. Corrective action. Check if the vegetables are fine and not rotten, and if it is rotten, they need to be thrown away. Verification. Keep the temperature at room temperature and prepare the vegetables as usual. Verify the tools you'll be using. Record keeping. Inspection report.
3. Cooking of meat or ham. Possible hazard. Meat products could get contaminated with physical hazards from several sources such as contaminated raw materials, improper and poorly designed or maintained facilities and equipment, faculty procedure during processing, and improper employee training and practices. Critical limits. The critical limit for cooking poultry is a temperature of 74 Celsius or 165 Fahrenheit or higher. Monitoring what or how. Cook all raw fresh ham and ready-to-eat ham to a minimum internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit as measured with a food thermometer before removing meat from the heat source. Monitoring frequency. Starting with the ham or meat is out of the fridge. Monitoring who. The personnel who cook. Corrective action. Cook using verifiable temperature and timing controls. Verification to prevent overcooking and burning. Specify the time. Record keeping. Inspection report.
cleaning and cooking of shrimps. The possible hazards for this is the raw shrimp may contain harmful bacteria and viruses that could lead to illness or death. Next is our critical limits. The critical limits for this CCP would be heating the shrimp to 212 Fahrenheit for 3 minutes, so that the internal temperature reaches at least 145 Fahrenheit for 3 seconds. So next, what or how you can monitor this. So discard the shells and veins. Rinse the shrimps with a clean water if needed, and rest them on a paper towel to dry. So next, frequency monitoring. Monitor it from time to time. Okay, so next is our who monitoring it. The person who has been assigned here, or the person who cook. Next is our corrective action. In running water, thoroughly clean the shrimp and cook it carefully. Next is our verification. Check the shrimps after you clean it and set a timer to avoid to overcook. Next is record keeping. Inspect your report.
Process step or CCP. Number 5. Mixing of all ingredients, the eggs, vegetables, and meat. Possible hazards. Cross-contamination from raw to cooked foods such as hands, cooking boards, or utensils, or can also cause food poisoning. Most foods, especially meat, poultry, fish, and eggs, should be cooked thoroughly to kill most type of the food poisoning bacteria. Critical limits. Ensure the mix ingredients are clean and maintain the temperature of food. Monitoring what and how. Properly mix all the ingredients and check all the ingredients if they are properly clean to avoid contamination or spoilage. Monitoring frequency. Monitoring every pieces. Monitoring who. The personnel who eat the Sipo eggs. Corrective action. Check the ingredients if it's raw and take time to mix it and cook it until it's good. Verification. Should check if the ingredients are cooked well and make sure to set the time to make sure to be cooked great. Record keeping, temperature log, serve report. So that's all. Thank you.